Welcome to GhanaWeb TV. This is a GhanaWeb special on the GhanaWeb Reporter. The GhanaWeb Reporter is the Ghana's first digital media sharing platform that democratizes journalism and empowers content creators. My name is Ismail Akwe, and today we are going to go through the ins and outs of the GhanaWeb Reporter through the eyes of journalists, bloggers, and content creators. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back to our GhanaWeb special, and we have here in our studio two gentlemen who are one of the first users of the GhanaWeb Reporter platform that democratizes journalism and empowers content creators. Indeed, they are content creators and they've been using the Reporter since January. Let me introduce you to Mr. Michael Jan, who is on my immediate left, and Mr. Michael Ejapong, who is also a GhanaWeb Reporter. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Let me start with Mr. Michael Jan. How long have you been using the GhanaWeb Reporter?
For the past 6 months now. 6
months? Since when? Is it January? Okay. Five months, I think.
Months, okay.
That's 5 months. And how did you get to know about the Reporter?
I got to know about it online in LinkedIn.
On LinkedIn?
Yeah.
And then it was a contest. I remember we put out a contest about the Reporter, and then we asked people to send in entries. So you sent in a LinkedIn entry.
Exactly.
Yes. And why did you think you would be selected as one of the winners of the contest?
Actually, I'm a content writer myself. I have a personal blog that I do also publish articles. So when I got that opportunity, quickly I sent in my articles. So I knew that definitely my articles will also go through because I'm a content writer myself.
What's your blog name?
My blog name is FrenchEducationGhana.com.
Yeah. It's not .wordpress.
No.
.com.
Yes.
Okay. Now let me come to the other Michael Ejapa. Yeah. Ejapa, how did you know about the Reporter?
Yes, I was going through Twitter, and then I saw GhanaWeb Reporter. Actually, first it was a flyer, an artwork, and I read through it and I said, okay, so how do I fill in this? And then I went back to your page on Twitter, and then I see a link there. So I tap on the link, and then I submitted an article I wrote. I submitted that article because I read through the requirements, and then I saw that the article should be impactful, should impact lives. And then I sat down for a while, and then I think, okay, so you just let me submit this article because I know they really need it, and maybe out of that they will have some help. So I submitted that particular article, and then
you are here.
Yes.
So are you a journalist?
Yes, I'm a journalist.
Okay. Where do you work now?
At Radio 1.
Radio 1.
Yes.
Okay. And how does the Reporter come to support the work you're doing as a journalist?
Yes, because with a Reporter, with even my own blog, I need to put up a write-up. But with a Reporter, I can even put out just a video and then do a caption so that people knows what actually is happening. Let's say the flood here in Accra. I can take a video and then just caption, this is happening in Accra, this place, and then people will get to know, and then they have access to what is happening, other than just putting in a lot of write-up and all that. So I think it's wonderful. It have just summarized everything. My work.
So let me give you some background. Michael Ejapong and Michael Jan were part of the 10 contestants who were selected and awarded at the Ghana Bloggers Summit after they contested in the GhanaWeb Reporter contest. And all of them submitted stories that were fit to be on the Reporter, and then they were given the first-hand account on the GhanaWeb Reporter. So they were the first to have accounts on the Reporter. They've been using it since January, and now they are giving us what they've experienced, what they've encountered, and also the rewards they gained out of the GhanaWeb Reporter. Let me go back to Mr. Michael Jan. So from January, when you were given the account, what have you been going through?
When I had the opportunity to have the account, I started immediately publishing my articles, and the articles come from also from social media. When I see it, I try to put my own perspective there, one that I always want to also motivate others, yes, about life. So depending on the topic of the articles, I also try to bring my own ideas that will also help the audience, especially the youth, how to keep on going. And doing that has really also helped me, and people appreciate it.
What's one significant content that you remember publishing on the Reporter?
I have a lot of them, more than 500 articles, but the one that really went far was about almost 1 million views, was about Eto'o. Yes, I wrote about Eto'o, the way Eto'o became president in Cameroon as Cameroon, the
Fecafoot of Cameroon,
yes,
yes.
president of Fecafoot. And then when he did that for free. So he didn't charge anything like monthly. He was going to charge something like salary, but for free, and also increased the player's salary. So through that, when I took it, I published it, that this is exactly what, yes, this is the type of leaders that we want in Africa for Africa's development. And that content really went for almost 1 million views.
But you are a content creator, and do you create video content as well?
For now, no.
Okay.
No.
But how did you know that the Eto'o story would blow up?
Yes, I knew because of what he did. Yes, actually, Eto'o has money. He's a billionaire. So Eto'o could have still charged them as a president. Yes, take money, the salary. But here's the case, because he wanted to sacrifice. That is the sacrifice spirit that really got me. So for him, he wants to sacrifice himself for the people. As a player, he knew what players go through. So he wanted actually to help them.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is the part that really got me, and I also wrote an article about it. That is exactly what, I mean, our leaders also need to be, not always about money, but it should also come from the heart. Okay.
Yeah. Ejapa, what about you? What was your most significant article which you published through the Reporter?
Yes, that was the last meal of Kutua Champon before his execution, and then people really wanted to read about it. What food? And then actually in the headline I said his favorite meal, so people wanted to know about his favorite meal. And then recently I published about the wedding photos of the president, the sitting president, Nana Addo Dankwa, His Excellency, and then people are really loving it. And then, you know, I think one thing I've also noticed when I was using the Reporter is that I've been on other platforms, because I'm a blogger, have been on other platforms. They have their terms and conditions. That is, you need to have a certain number of words before you can put up what you want to put up. But with a Reporter, even if it is a picture, just put the picture there. Ask people about the picture. I remember I recently did one. There was this lady who has tattooed all his body, and then I posted the picture there and I said, how much are you going to pay for her bride price? And then you see the reactions are massive. So you don't need a certain words to describe it. You just post there, ask the people, and then they can react. Other than, you know, if I want to post something, you limit me to have a certain words before I can put it out there. But a Reporter, if it is a video, just put it up there. If it is a picture, just put it up there. Even if it is your opinion, just put it up there. And then you can also seek people to also share their views. So it's a wonderful place to be.
How do you know people are reading your article?
Yes, you can track them. There is a dashboard. So when I put up the story, I can really track the dashboard, how many people are reading the article, my income too is there, and then even among us, the reporters, my rank with my articles. And then Michael here has been a tough opponent since we joined the affairs.
Since you've brought up the issue of income, it's very important to talk about that, because I know a lot of people want to earn from YouTube and other platforms, but they don't make any money. They have to hit a certain threshold, and all of that. With the reporter, do you make money instantly? Are you guys seeing the money you are making? How do you make money?
Oh.
Let me go to Michael John.
Yeah, so the money is being made through the viewership.
Okay.
So when people come in numbers to read your article, other pictures or whatever you put in there, since you have a dashboard, so through that it generates an income for you. So as time goes on, and then you continue. So it has to be something that has to be consistency. Yes, in order to achieve what you also want.
Okay, where can we find your blog?
My blog,
yes.
My personal blog.
On GhanaWeb.
On GhanaWeb. It can be found at GhanaWeb News, and GhanaWeb News you will see bloggers. Is it bloggers blog?
Yes,
yeah, bloggers blog. And then my name is French Education.
Okay, so your blog name is French Education on GhanaWeb, on the news section. And what about you?
Yes, on the news section, you see Daily News Ghana.
Okay, so when we go there, everything there is your content.
Yes.
And how do you upload your content?
Yes, I use the dashboard. And then one thing also about the dashboard is that it's very easy, simple to use. You know, you don't even have to be educated. All you need to do, just download the app, and then you go through the process of registering, and then when you are posting, it's just easy. Your title is there, the body of the content, you just upload your pictures, videos, and then it's...
Do you use your phone or your laptop to do
my phone.
Your phone?
Yes.
What about you?
I use laptop.
You use your laptop, but why don't you want to use the phone for uploading the content?
Oh, okay. I think the laptop is easy for
me. Easy for you. Okay, but you prefer the phone?
Yes, because with the phone I can take pictures, videos, and then upload anywhere I am. So
and are you getting any supporting, publishers who are using your account, your Daily Mail, to also publish content?
Yes.
Because I understand the reporter also has the feature where others can also help in publishing content.
Yes. I remember I needed to go off for a while, and then I said I needed someone to, and then I got 2 people, so they were publishing on my behalf.
Okay, 2 people.
Yes, 2 people. So they were publishing on my behalf whilst I was away, and then it was like all fun because I sit back and then I see them publishing in my name, and then sometimes I need to come back and then review the content, and then they were all good. So sometimes I get people to also support it.
Do they also look at the dashboard?
Yes, they do.
They do, and they see the numbers.
Yes. I remember one stopped publishing, and then he said, "No, Charlie, you need to get me an account because look at your numbers here. I can't really sit back and then for you to also enjoy, because I can create the content as you can. So you just give me how I can go about it," and then I did that. And then there are people also approaching. They want to join because they saw my dashboard. Okay.
And how many content do you publish in a day?
Publish about 3 to 5 contents in a day.
In a day, and yours are mainly articles.
Many articles. I don't do many articles.
Okay. And what about you? What do you post normally?
And you see, one interesting thing also about the reporter is that you don't have any limitations, so you can publish as much as you want. Sometimes I publish 5, I publish 10, depending on what I am posting.
Okay.
And I have shifted my attention from publishing articles to posting social media pictures. What is trending on social media, I bring it back to the app and then see how people are also reacting onto the app. So I'm more like sharing pictures and then videos from social media, and then it's been amazing.
Okay, with the social media shares, I know the reporter gives you the opportunity to share videos from YouTube.
Yes.
You can share posts from any social media platform directly to the platform. When you were told this, that was in December last year, before you were given the account, what did you make of it? What did you think?
Yes, I for the first time, I went there and then decided to share my post, and then I saw GhanaWeb up there, and I was like, oh, wow. But when I started sharing, when people react to the post on GhanaWeb, they come back and then they give me a follow. So it has really not given me income on the reporters app, but it has also increased my following, because a lot of people also want to follow me because they always see my content on the blog, and then the post is either coming from my Instagram or my Facebook, or sometimes even my YouTube channel. So they they want to follow back there. So when I post, they will be the first to see there before it comes to the app. So it's been amazing for me.
And Michael John, what was your previous impression and what do you think about it now after 5 months?
This has really helped me, especially also to have more views on my blog. So because I normally I'm more into articles and sometimes pictures. So when I do that, I normally write my website under by Michael John, also French education. This has also increased viewers on my blog. Sometimes they want to come and see who is Michael John behind this article, especially when the person finds it good, and also other social media on Instagram and then Twitter. Some people can even message me privately. Oh, I read this article about this topic, but it was good. Unfortunately, I couldn't comment on the GhanaWeb, but it was good, and that really also helps me to continue doing what I'm doing.
There's a question everybody is asking concerning your blog. Yeah. Your blog is called French Education on GhanaWeb, GH on GhanaWeb. Exactly. Why are we not seeing French education on your blog?
Exactly. So initially, the idea was to publish about French articles and also to also let people, especially students, also learn French outside the English. So that was the idea. So at times I do, but I also realized that no, I have to add other articles also into it. The article that has to do with the social issues and everything that can also impact people. So I do about the French education articles also. So it's a mix of everything, and not particularly about the French education or French articles alone. Yes.
Well, this is quite an interesting discussion, and we'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the money part. How much money have they made in the 5 months that they've been using the reporter? They'll tell us all of that after this break. Welcome back from the break. This is a GhanaWeb TV special, and we are speaking to Mr. Michael John and Mr. Michael Ejapon. They are GhanaWeb reporters, and we are talking about the GhanaWeb reporter. Now, the money part. I mean, a lot of people are very interested in the money aspect. And Michael, I think 2 months ago, a month ago, you made a withdrawal request, and everybody was wondering, why is this guy trying to withdraw 100 cedis or so? I think about 100 or so, 170 something. So why did you make that withdrawal request when you had not even hit 300 cedis on the platform?
The thing is, when I first started, I wasn't too sure if this is really even going to work with the money aspect and all that. But then I did 3 publications, and that 3 publications got me the 100+ Ghana cedis. So after doing the 3 publications, I stopped publishing there, and then I decided to go back to my dashboard and then see how things are going. Then I saw that these 3 publications actually got me 100+ Ghana cedis, And okay, so can I really have this money, or it is just there? So I decided to request and see if truly I will receive the money. And then I was given an option to put in my mobile money and then my bank also account, but I decided to go with the mobile money and then see how fast it will be. So I wanted to see if truly I will receive the money.
And did you receive the money?
Oh yes, I did.
176, I think.
Yes, 76 Ghana cedis.
Okay, by mobile money.
Yes, by mobile money. And then one thing is that when I withdraw the money, I was just there waiting for it to drop, and then we were told that it's this is paid every 15th of the month.
Yes.
So I was waiting for it. The 15th, I didn't receive it, and I was like, okay, so let's wait and see. And then on the 15th, I didn't see anything, so I waited, and then the early morning on 16th, I received an alert that the money has been paid to me, and I was so excited. I was like, oh, okay, wow, so this is real. So, and that really motivated me to continue publishing more. And then I was really telling people more about it. I was just showing them. So even though I will spend the money, I took a screenshot of it so that I can tell people that I got paid from the app.
And then you, Michael Jan.
Yes, please.
How was the payments like when Ejapa was expecting 100 CDs? I'm sure you were around 500 CDs already, and you saw it. You knew what you were making.
Exactly.
Did you really believe you would make or get that money?
I couldn't believe it. But contrary to my colleague Michael Japa, mine was, I intentionally leave it like that. It was a source of motivation. So anytime when I come and I see 500 or 600 and something, 700. So actually it was a source of motivation. Anytime when I come and I see it, it helps me to continue to publish more articles, to get where I want to get and then withdraw the money. So I wanted to be as a source of motivation. Yeah, so that's the reason why I didn't withdraw it right from the beginning.
So you didn't withdraw for 5 months,
exactly,
waiting for it to motivate you.
Exactly.
So which motivation level did it get to before you withdrew?
Exactly. So now when I got to 1,007, getting to 2,000 now, I said, now the money is becoming huge. In Ghana, where would they be able to pay me that money? Okay, if that is the case, now let me withdraw it and see if truly they'll be able to pay. So I also wanted to test the system and see whether the system really works. And I did, and truly.
So you were paid?
I was paid.
Were you also paid on the 15th or the day after?
Oh, the day after.
Okay.
Or the day after. I got it into my bank account.
How much did you withdraw after the 100?
Yes, but you see, one thing is, me, for the after the 100, I didn't want to withdraw, actually. But I showed it to a few of my friends, and then they were saying, are you sure this money is real? Are you sure this money is real? You know, those kind of vibes. And I said, oh yes, I even withdrew 100 and something Ghana cedis. So I was having 500 plus in my account, waiting for it to grow more. But because I just wanted to show them this is real, I requested for a withdrawal, and then I said, you just wait and see that this money will be paid. And when the money was paid, I showed it to them, and then if you see how these people were rushing to get the account done, and then it was really amazing. But for me, I was pushed to withdraw. I just wanted to be like my brother.
So what's your final words to those who may want to be part of the reporter, who want to be reporters, and what advice would you give them in terms of how to generate content and also how to get a lot of people reading the content?
The point is, as I said earlier, this is just simple, easy. I don't know the brain, because the brain behind this reporter thing is just genius. Because we have other platforms doing the same or similar thing, but they restrict you. They give you limitations. You can publish this a day. You can publish with these words. You can publish using this, that. But with the reporter, he said, no. Do you have a video? Is it on your social media? Do you have a photo, a picture? What do you have? Do you want to show it to people? Do you want to ask them about their opinion? Just do that. You can even go through your social media posts, whether Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Just share your post and then it will be live. People react to it. You don't need any amount, nothing. It's just you and your data. Just publish and then get paid. And then one thing also is that really when I withdrew my 500 Ghana cedis, that was 3 days ago. So I have about getting to close to 200 Ghana cedis again. Just like that. So you just need to publish. If you really want to, what do you think when I want to make a post? I ask myself, if I see this post online, will I be tempted to click on and then read? If the answer to me is yes, then I'll put it out there. I just want things that people could react to. We see things every day. We see things happening around us. People are not reporting. Even getting journalists to report on these things are hard. But GhanaWeb is that you can be your own reporter, you can be your own journalist. Just put it out there. We have the numbers, and then we will show it to our people. And then they are doing this paid something, I don't know. But then I see my content at other places of GhanaWeb. Sometimes I even open stories on GhanaWeb, and then when I scroll down, I see my content there. They are just promoting for me for free. I'm not paying anything. Just put up the content. We promote for you. You get income, and then you can withdraw your money. I don't know what else we want, and then we can't ask for more. This is just amazing.
What about you, Michael John?
Yes, so I see this reporter as a side hustle business, and then actually it also help you as a person. I'm more into writing articles, short stories. When I have the headline, I always want to write articles about it. So for me, I think it is easy, because the GhanaWeb has already the numbers. Everyone wants to create his or her own blog and also have Google AdSense, so that at the end of the day the person can be paid. And that one sometimes becomes difficult. But with that one, the numbers, the audience is already there. So it's up to you to work on your headline. The headline is very important. So with all this experience, the headline is very important. We have some of the headlines. When you go, you can just see the introduction and then the body and also conclusion immediately from the headline. Yeah,
so your strategy is the headline?
Mine is the headline.
Okay.
Because I'm to writing the article, mine is the headline. So the headline has to be catchy. So I want you to come and then click on it, so that at the end of the day, when you read, not because I also want something in return, but it will also benefit you as well. So the headline, when you have a very catchy headline, definitely people will go and read your stories, your articles, what you have to offer. And then at the same time, in return, to also help you.
You've heard the testimonies of Michael Jan and Michael Ejapon. So they are our first users of the GhanaWeb Reporter. They're actually blog reporters. So with the reporter, there are two types. We have the basic reporters and then the professional reporters. The professional reporters earn income out of their work, which is to publish on the blogs that will be created for them. The basic reporters, you have access to the number of people on GhanaWeb, all of the GhanaWeb audience who see your content on the wall. As professional reporters, you could be VIP reporters under the professional. The VIP are for influencers, also for public figures and then celebrities. While the blogger reporters, that's for bloggers and also journalists. They are journalists, also content creators. They are using that platform to put out their content to the entire audience of GhanaWeb. GhanaWeb as well benefits by giving its audience diverse content of different varieties, help people to understand what's happening in the country. You can also be a reporter by downloading the GhanaWeb Reporter app on Play Store and then on the App Store, either on iPhone and on Android devices, and then you register, go through the process, then that's it. You can just apply, upload anything you want to upload. It could be a photo, a video, and even document. And these will be published on your personalized page, and it would also appear on the wall of GhanaWeb and on other platforms. When you want to be, or if you want to be a professional reporter, you need to apply. After downloading the app and then registering, you apply to be a professional reporter. You have to show proof that indeed you are a content creator. You are also a citizen journalist or a celebrity or an influencer, and then you'll be given access to the professional reporters dashboard. Then you can measure and see the number of people who visit your page and the number of money you make out of the reporter. The reporter is so easy. There is also the aspect of the advocacy or for the advocacies, like the NGOs. You can also have a reporter page where you put out content surrounding the good works that you do, and also if you need people to contribute to your NGO with the advocacy reporter, you could do same. You just have to register to be an advocacy reporter. All the details are on GhanaWeb. Go to the wall section and you find all the content and all the reports from the reporters. The GhanaWeb Reporter is Ghana's first digital media sharing platform created to democratize journalism and empower content creators. And you've heard from Michael Ejapong. He is a journalist and he is being given the opportunity to put out his content as a journalist. And also you've heard from Michael Jan. He is a content creator. He has been empowered to make money out of his content. You can also be a reporter.
Welcome back from the break. My name is Joseph Adomafiu, and as I said before, we have the legend himself over here, Charles Taylor. Legend, you're welcome to Sports Check on GhanaWeb TV.
Thank you, thank you.
How's life been after football?
We are managing by the grace of God.
Nice, nice, nice. Often I see you on TV doing football analysis and all that. Is it that you are not interested in coaching and that you want to do more of panditry? Say, Professor Okabo who has some more TV so on.
Me a coach.
Okay.
Me a coach. Me was second division team. Okay. I'm a coach of a platform X.
Okay.
But you see, I was I was a show na among for whom the woman sent a bear and Kuala Lumpur so met me as Suyanti. Me a coach, and I see a massa a year Juma one TV.
Okay.
Yanti, together. So
now, I thought that it is Division 2, Division 1 football. Yeah, boy, Mukuni near my referees near my Tasipa.
yeah, I tell you because I was a horn. When you're paying me a man and make us out. Yes, at times crash or overcall pile crack over board. One referee pen and it was Santa Woody.
No linesman.
No linesman. Yeah, and I no cry a child kind of Ghana football, but be I could do because I was here. I started from grassroots, started from third division, second division to third division before Premier. But from third division up to second division, yeah, they are movie because of Ghana football. No, no, and this is first now. Me talent no free. So those small teams. You see, no, omokono makoyi every Premier. Third division cry difficult. Say, but we say third division or Premier, or national team. A kind of Ghana football we could do. That is, your proper being. Said the person, yeah, crown pana if free a chili crop. Benya, maybe under 17 board, 20 board, under 23, and son, maybe senior side. Chile was said now quality, no, any room, all the Ghana. What you say? But I almost time and yes, cut and call. And talent, you know, until there be a talent, you know, be brave or village. And also a Ghana football. because at times no na obi wo we good by we knew obi obe help no na be dey me example say me krampo no obi na ebo amede me back what you say am for man ke bi anka me so me ntia mpo e ma wonya me ntam e che say you better mo sen me am so mu ni obi obe he omo nti sad che sad
e sure say to da who players pass division 2 omo ko ahon kire mu bi a niama adia on be di ni niama na
because me my be da me be because of sad niama we are na ma jaya esi ame ye adwuma won because I was say me kana omochime sisan because second division ko bo match kra a difficult place no kra mpodua na obedi kra na edin because niema o sika kakra se wo de hwe players no de kwa kotua referee wa na otua
nka GFC omo na motua
that be second division wa na betua home na we nyina wotua etu ni ska wudime mo
den na mo yeska amafo nkrofo ba park omotua motua hwe ball no
that na third division kra omuntua la second division na be ko so on be sa bo aka ho na referees na di second division matches ni nyina 90% nye good referees I san come hand this because omo ye de omo pe because obi anu a o take action bi against omo me tise third division second year bo referee enye me surprise because me am from my
why experience be say yeah bo referee pada
me particular krampo no edu ba bi kra referee bi kra kasi ankamena because they always see AD match no na enye because of nipa home team no cry and any bokra ka say why we dey charge we dey almost too much because keeper che ball no order form na say penalty dia obia ho anka no onu so we wo ball na ku ba o pese omo shenji na wo so gi penalty
na also e bia amanfo dey we feel so that fans no we bia wo coach na mbuefo se na ye bu nkrofo no also experience bi to da coaches bi si ye bu omo ne niama
because
and now we are legend nti omo di
personality na egina ona adams ana nyame ne da na say why you ni pa bi soro ko say you matter everything I be sibia no ebi mu di buo be ma what you say because me ntopa krampo no anya be me ka fact no say referee na me kono so enye na referee me nko say me kobo na me koka me be say me chance say Ghana football anye here from one okay so from because o nya team no obobo na say ni paro lusu a no teams will lose match no but so die sisie ma lusu a na e dey sa problem ni nyina aba
that you bet me can say be who Ghana Premier League mu na o coach na e bia e free national team say be coach ubeye
for sure because so far as football na make him know I was saying so me team because before a team kakra me say boys baby I respect say am ne me here adwuma so what I say because obi kura na anwe say bia obetime kura hia me da ntia me no mu kasa se omo te se me ye nyina ye nipa ba bia me duru ye no e no di bu ma e bia ono so ba bia obeduru na be sen ba bia me ye de me duru ye nti me show mu nkura nti prayer bobo was say o she nu nkura se wo betimi aye wo be better crossing de wo ye no ana de wo pese wo suan wo be better sen because e wi ase no men kan kire wo say me pese me yes de cha still aye na e ba say why wrong I was so yes say wo ya sin de cha still aye no what you say eno ne better ideas no
now saying we Blasters abysmal performance for AFCON 2021 eno na paying for parliamentarians in Ghana for be brave by no mo kan say see there bibia edru no e say nhwe na we enya experience players na mo retire na omo ba na omo mbu team no say na we Senegal for year omo wo Alhaji Diop for background ni niama na omo bua ujitum say sa niama na say yenye na nhwe na ebia mo be bua Black Stars and national team and say mo kasa to the players no mutie
true. Now you be sure was a Ghana system and this as Senegal ne Mali ni you know a pana because Ghana are in penocre, especially our GFE. I won't pay truth. As an therapy or no more pamono.
I say there's someone number
because if you be no credit, be on pet near Cosono, Okokan, a bay fun sending the other actual assign. And Obi a national team biano. Why quiet? What I say because won't you make a kind of crown because of bad and paying for Mudi and you because I wouldn't come fast where you were through. And also I'm why because Obianua Nyansa Essin Yankupon by Ubia Sra de Fin Yankupon. Just say, yeah, just say. I was saying, I do respect my Ubia, oh, yes. Do I have respect a mount on your own business for me mount? I don't think, one would say, yeah, yeah, Bobo, Nibi Piano, yeah, by a bachelor, say, yeah, hey, born now, play away at any banner, when you're good, because me, there be a me complain, say, yeah, near restoration, and then the born nation team. I
don't know, Casa.
Yeah, because
Nyantichi time and now I feel na keto kriku time na aba na mo ye
time obe wie no sa na na ekoso.
Okay.
A onu akura a kire say ne time ko mistakes bi e fa na place bi wa na
omo di 30 years omo di omo adwin trip bi
because sata no o nti wa hu sa di ene say o yusu sa 30 years players no and no kire say bi owu 30 years oh, you good over benching. But moment now, Ube Musa Niam and I was so would be who say, one Abia was say team no prayer bank. It could be all 10 years, you would my best blaster. What you say? Into Ocean Pano, you soon in a ban adventure and so, sub prayer we was said, your money transcend because on no normal players neither. It be all your PC. Inti ono obese team dia I was say a bench no ba o time kra no mo ye o time kra na ye timi bo minister na ye nyina what you say yeah na kire o say wo wantimi ankore te ho e wo ho so e na curtain so da be to aso na curtain dia na be west bi ti say ye wo me a me bo be si na me hu say Ghana call Afcon na ye free mu ye group stage
kra me hu be da 1 point
and then nya 1 point team so share team a 7 say me second division grandpa make me the Africina
I say Comoros ye chomo be 30 crap Ghana ye benya Ghana is say population about 1 million
yes small
island
by amu sua de what they say one say wo man a 7 mpanyimfo adwen a akora o mu kura adwen short ma say
that's right
enti obi ti gas na abrochiri akwara a wo ne kura ni say me mfa de enkoto efom because ground na e wo no ono a obu ground before ansa na e wo
Osha ways care to create a performance as GFE president why adi professor de Ghana Premier League na dru no and then nyama oba no na amafo kan say oh ono oye we game changer no
why west changer I don't know because, yes, because Obia who play football, who do football, I will say, Lady West. Because of any time be a free blaster, piano, be young for farm, I can say, players with the free way come. What I say?
Bayanya the crano, yes, Osha records more. Anya the crano, top 10 in Africa, now in free muda.
WWE free muda.
CCI or 11.
Yeah, 11. So and to make us on the west I was so good. And on the time soon a player will play a crown pona onky keyboard crown or come. Our Afcon Jiska. So what you say? Ewa Kelsu. We play now what the now free aqua that is or more no more bobo local players in the crown for soon almost. But what do you hear the ultimate initiative?
Question back where I'm person beside sir. Yeah. Home-based players and foreign-based players. Yeah, the Obuoma local players and I say also Ubo we national team Abra Ubo Ghana Premier League. Yeah. And now Ufra players are almost more ball we abroad. Yeah, I'm paying for no more. Omuyena sa players omumbu omo na then as I say utumi hu player bi pa say utumi obobo pa Ghana Premier League ba okwa na bench na obi a obo Afghanistan na
yeah if you paying for no bi niam omo ka kire coaches no because omutimi ka say Ghana soccer no there we nya local player bi fit into the blaster so what you say and the coach na oba no on for na ni nko local teams no so ntina ebenya Ghana coaches on ba nyina obu no munya amanane nko a na on pay players because omunum say I had any waste Ghana ye betumi akasa the nipa be 2-3 na de beko ba obi na obetumi abobo ni bi obi antumi start e kire wo say Ghana soccer no say na ade na say frase no asana kosoro nti wanya ase ni ya esoro nso any stand so what I say because you can't blaster any local obi enu a omo obo ha ansa na otu kwan nti wo dey respect ma de oha na onu be tu kwan no na we the papa ya den abebo blaster no but see ano eni wo here first no Ghana ni bobo a obo local tu kwan na nije na nije because so far it me fair national team man bo so but see ano yam frɛ ba wo tu kwan na ukwa share Guinea kura mbo na obo na say yeah it me from national team so what I say
yeah
anything and na say a national team no enye Ghana enye Ghana blaster beam see I say di me sesa no ye no individual blaster because o hwe keta ho won crofo be from omo mu di na chi so won crofo be from
that's the dreams and visions
yes e basa because what do any form about say me players be bla nkofo players a obetumi dia man loan e wo ha we do blasters so mbe friend to be ka say be a team we player na friends na any player so what you say yes e because we the player be call camp be several times now when kiki one ball kra that is onye good
yeah
so what you say onye good
but o player be a obo ball abrochire na ye wo no abrochire na or Boba blasters or between for some but say na ye cancel Callum Hudson or do ye on mebo Ghana mag blasters ne Tariq Lamptey ne Niaman obetu om se
yes subana ye ja e wo ha no e na e mo mo nso panic e wo so mo magana no because me kire say Lamptey okay ni papa a kire say o de ne buy under 17 o mo so ntueska so what I say
but e bia sa nipa no yes ade no e bia we free GF
and na make you say we free GF ba Ghana say wo wa dwena nsesa me ma dwena nsesa na o free ho na we mu ba and there na mo ye so what I say because okay prayer no ya wo na brochire ana wa bobo brochire sa wa hu mentality we say o ko bobo kura untimi mfa bibia stress ra ho say different scent so the stress ra ho so what I say because what the year on be we say ko we niam say na wo ye
Tete mo ye minti ase
say bia broni ayawo ayi bibini ayawo no brochire a obobo brochire
okay
ade a friend say aduro wonyi ni
aduro wo ye bo no mu pa
oh na say anyam na meka say enro achia ebisi blaster ko yen na si nuro kwa ram koye wo
ndia kika ba
so
de o bi
ha
o bi
enti wo bobo na say wo bobo abrochire na obi on so bobo ho no ba na obe bobo ba akumienu na ne na wotimi mfa mobo ne bi na edu da bia obe bobo blaster nkwa no kwa opla okwa na a lot of players on me ball ma aye national team a omo career na former na eko achu ba ya achu na Ghana nyina eni da no so bi say achu o yin fa
to say so
we plan ko plan na ade chi sa enti wo national team coach bi na obefro bi ada bia na opla
enti they want to obia for say ye wo abrochi bebo ma Ghana
oh se bi mo mpa de say leaders we are na ho dia aye GF payful yi mu na se anya o ma on be dwunama GFA dia na we mu nkwa dia me mom dia afutuo nya na metu obi afusisi ba we nipa na se wo dwene wo talent ho a I was say wo dwene mienu because omo mbobo aburuchira aso omo busuafo nso a omo nyina nso hu bi omo tibi nti nya na metu obi fuba dia meka ne say I was say obi are careful Ghana Blaster.
So you are still watching Sports Check here on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Joseph Adomafio, and my guest is the legend Charles Taylor. We are taking a short break, and when we return, we'll continue with the conversation.
We table issues relating to the arts and entertainment for a riveting discussion, of course, without fear nor favor.
The question the presenter asked them was a dumb question. You need to speak the fact and move.
Varied views. We agree to disagree.
So I would disagree with everything you said. I think that he's a smart guy. I think what he did.
No, but I also said he's a smart guy.
Yeah.
I guess that I'm waiting for the what next.
Yeah, I don't think that we have to wait for what next.
It sometimes gets confrontational, but that's the beauty of the game.
Today you're funny face. It's not my brother. Funny face. I don't know him. You don't know funny face. It's not my brother. You don't know funny face.
It's a package. We meet, we sit, we dialogue, we learn, we progress. My name is Benefo Huabin Abrantepa, a proud blogger, and this is my forum.
So welcome back from the break. My name is Joseph Adomafio, and I have the legend over here, Charles Taylor. We're talking about Black Stars issues there. We'll move later on to talk about Ghana Premier League. Legend, before you went on the break, we were talking about the players and all that. We can say mainframe players be like we share it be a more Ghana Black Stars na my career ayeye. Nemo ebim to me bo say Asamajan obo we World Cup na onya chance or bo Sunderland but bebre say Thomas Partey and Sana Obeba now a consistent war we Atletico.
Yeah.
Mohamed Kudus on also na career
Oba yes they know yes
but you see
how moment of Ghana match be or the Blaveko Partey e ba na Ghana match be obepla
enti ade aye kan amfase
on say ade bi wo na ama ye amoka e wo say omo nso adwen kakra anu nti na place bi wo omo dwen na omo dwen ho say ade na such a place wo mko boba bia na omo nya
na player bi Bernard Mensah etora obeboa na owo take care na bi obeboa na ase ni wa losing the place ni na oye sure so be
so just samwa hwe internet team bia hwe no ho ba du ba bi na afede ko ya samwa ohun ba bi on na isi ko ya samwa o hwe no kura ohun no so what you say because onu kura ka say o she tenjes na ase mmoa bi di na chi ne yi so what you enti we o ka no wan ka nkire me o ka mo bi ate enti me ba nso aburochire bobo na obeso ba ntimi ma aboa no mechi no
but say draw of ball mo na yen you say draw no ye niama papa na yen ko win tournament ni AFCON na ye me crap ni tna
mami ntwa no short obi ani wa ode aduro bobo a aduro no de ne bobo aduro e wo ho ba aduro no nye de eye oye aduro ya de say ade
okay
so ade say obi obeka say aduro ni bom bia oboa by em fa duro mobo e dey say ade I don't think I say nkrofo bi because me meko bi say wo ni me be pre wo na wo be so mbo di me be say me gidi nsin nti wo di me bra na se nti me di plan na ma e di obi timi ka say wo ko Burkina ana Beni akwaji aduro nti Beni for one bokor fa kra da what you say obi timi ko Togo say no Togo bisa so oji aduro ndi abede wo de ko say obi o on fa me ya ade papa bia
ba time me share that near by time I'm in school or a journalist bidding we a documentary bina o about send I draw a ball money near my bet me I can be kakra me can say muko we drew no crap or confesses obi be here we drew to me kai how to me can be kakra fast
moment that me ja has of folk and I move say me GD say obi bet me asel. So they say, you matter you are. So when you be a, when you spiritual father be a, or she saw be boawa. Now and I was said there may name and name more ordinary person now. Obi a bit me asel because I drew obi to me in case me quiet drew say and go be to me and more video man infecting a bush of phone. That's what they say because maybe ja has of folk. And I'm going to say, I'm on fire, my bro. I'm panso.
Wow.
Because it's not because they are the best sell there. I'm betting myself.
But they are,
yeah, I know they are Ebino. But I know they if you say, Cecilia, no, Sunny man, I'm in per se. Make can Sunny money because a lot of people at them kicking.
Okay. Maybe I made a mecassa be out the bed too, Colamo ban for say.
Oh, me, my can was say, we are soon idea important of any person be I Obe slow Yankupon. On one idea, I was already nipa usro. Apart from Yankupon, I only has always to be there because in Yankupona or boy idea, on who to me so between them. Aji and confidence. But we are saying me slow beer, Unyami will be coming. In Suru said, Unyami will be serving.
But all the young Koso and Ghana Premier League, but and Sana Beck Ghana Premier League because say we shall go be what chan tournaments, no pa, Bekaipa, as almost second half be, and then ya corner. Sago no, then now, yeah, we share Sago.
Once there, we play an technical. And a difficult man. And until I see a young players, was there Obu our ball cry for so bad, who meant out, old Pagan and our gratitude on your footballer. So I say, Born, it will be all the ball bet me out. Obu also be seen until the Oceano, Nediano, a difficult man. So I say, because me met me up a bobby, Abia, Obecas or boy, be a 7 crowd, well, boy, you're not no more. But I'm a boy, I'm here because. Me bobo between bobo bi kura na later kura me kohwa me tunga na e de na mtimi bobo wi so I say e kire wo say ye town na quality no wasoro so because you see an obi a wo say ball no sika ba unti obi a wo ne ba obe so ye de wa to ball ma no mo nkire ne ball no bo nti anu na ye ma ye hu because wo nyina na ne ball no so sesa. So by ye no because of ball no hede wo ya yankosuanity ye nyina final ball no more.
Before we end the conversation and discussion, let's talk about Hearts of Folk versus Kotoko. The big game this weekend, February 20th, Hearts of Folk versus Kotoko. Why not shall we win the match way?
See I can why not or your favorite so be winning. See, I can't all form there. Kotoko form sin has of folk. In the uncle be able to say Kotoko has of folk. But Kotoko has at times no say has or former on which me punish Kotoko. But Kotoko form on which me punish has. So I say. Any difference room because has here quieter. That is or more here near ma. I say. Match here we choose a protocol. I was so obia say protocol be share has bibiri basi now I was say protocol careful
sir
I was so careful because protocol my favorite but I was so careful
Adiba kwa me hu say bia be help say mo goalkeeping department on say last match on ball last season omo yusu Kwame ba and I feel omo de Ibrahim Danla and also as on ball Super Cup maybe a very inexperienced for Danla Ibrahim ne Richard ayi now no so say no post ma
Danla na difficult ba kura ma no
sir
boy no o wa kuma ya dida go o say du ba bi a wunya confidence no more wanya amana bro so what I say because under 17 20 senior side e kura mbo no akọ camp bebri and not chira player bibia because Ghana has see no only keeper me feel say we favorite to national team so what I say and when intimi and down
now player bena osha Heart of Folk ese omonhwe we match against Kotoko player bena ese omonhwe Cameroon player na why not share obey danger man
has no Kotoko match player oni down so kra na sata no kra na unhu no kra
ente Frank Etoga say
mbe na ni omoye good na bi say Heart of Folk no ni ko shia so what I say bi kra match kra be ka na bega money you ada ehu omo ade timi happen has no Kotoko sa ne man timi happen jira obi a ntina has no Kotoko obi a wunim no timi no huma obi a hu sa prayer no for the because of has and Kotoko
na so we Sulemutari about Ghana Premier League back has no Kotoko very crucial osha better than Kotoko for ombetimi stopping or maybe so start and album second half and influence.
Me feel say Sule wa bo liberty ansa na o tu kan. Nti ho no wonim heart tari no nyina wonim. So what you say nti enye nwan ba me dey say Sule a show example bi a chire players bi wo country mu a e bi omunya team kra mo.
Bi omu kan ba omu ba me person me afraid be bri account ba mo.
Yeah because of na ye subana na ekuta yo Ghana ha no. Because o ye Sule ko Tamalegi omo yi ni film obi asori bo no nsem e ma Sule a hye ni kran sa na bo no kran sa still omo tire chi dia ono kra betuma aka chi obi a ho a so bra na isi ade Ghana for de 77 ye ni ate ye sa ne mani bi eno ne show say respect amodi ma player so what you say because Sule player bi a o team a na say o kan Premier League won ma more of a stations omo ye powerful cry there any ba Ghana Premier League no because we hear teams so abo no obo has of folk what show crest or your professional
match we say Heart of Folk lose here omo kwan so betumi asake we Samuel Boyden na say Kotoko so lose here pressure na beba we prosperity so bolibi proper say Kotoko for fans no be fu say despite some that first no omo we ni has game no there enye
oh me feel say Ogun ye coach or ye bad coach somebody ye bad coach match we etimi ema obi adwuma influence because omo nkasa kra ni say match we a tough match wa ba yero no edu ba bi say ya coach si no kra yi omo tun che ni hu say players na call ball because I mean at times ana me complain say we a player and as a coach sarati o say ko ball that what you di say we betuma ya ma no so what you say into kona ko say ne ma at times ana me because me momu de me 64 battalion ye bobo kura eto Jones obobo sare sinwe ya o say mo nim de mbe so what you say because you say be deliver man by my coach metie mu say obi afina osuan bobo so e ba sa o ma coach no enya pressure more we player sarati say ko bo house no koto we new tension wo sa match ni we na say o prove ko for wrong so and they do say na me mom dey me mfa no nkonko sa kimi coach
okay
because Kotoko na mamu say o coach ya lose no still no o mo bo mo nsem ma no o mo shi jama edi na chi e Kotoko that is o mo pe coach na asem coach no so ye coach a we a good coach o mo hwe ni ya o ma Kotoko ya dey am move forward ba me dia me mpene say Kotoko elusu match we ya very damn players no more spirit because hwe ya the same thing na Kotoko ne has sure mo na mo be league.
We can fight Sakra for sure. Omo ye shape kakra.
Nti kodoko etima supporters ni ma players na ni je. The one Messi ama fan the one Messi akrokro mu nti ulu suna se wo se afi de unipa no akrokro wo feel bi mpena onso na ye de na o spirit ni free mu ba obia was both teams ni nyina no obia betwi I wonders Sunday.
But lastly, team be na o shower ebia enye kotoko na house but betimi aye underdog no obefa cup no omunsem. We share team ben Olympics, Adriana Stars, Bechem United.
Bechem na me tipo omo ye Mediama.
Okay.
And Adriana ba ma hu se omo nso menim omo nso they say Bechem na omo bo na efe nti Bechem betimi asopra go bia.
But tena ya o pastor ne kana. Phobia we o can say never say that for a few way omo afi. A few ways we ukuma pem for omo afi ana.
Oh, me cancer because first round ya boy
12 points gap.
Yeah, but bibia to me sister because until I make us a kotoko Sunday e be hu omo
somebody winning liga match. Okay. Yeah, that's Bibri say wa ma yenkwan say yabaha na interview. Despite my tree not being good this time, I think I've tried very well. Well, this is where we draw down the curtains for today's edition of Sports Check here on GhanaWeb TV. I did this with the legend himself, Charles Taylor. It was a pleasure interviewing him. I've always wanted to do this, and I'm so excited. Well, my name is Joseph Adamafiu. Catch you another time. Thanks for watching.
Welcome to the Lowdown on GhanaWeb TV. This is the most interactive socio-political program you can find online. We bring you facts and updates on issues that matter to you. My name is Ismail Akwe, and in this edition, we are going to discuss tourism. The tourism industry has been very vibrant lately. We had Kwewu Easter celebrations and also other celebrations all over the country. We are going to discuss how the tourism industry can help build up or even bring in more revenue into our economy. Our guest is from the Ghana Tourism Authority. He will be doing this discussion with us. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back from the break. This is the Lowdown on GhanaWeb TV. Our guest is Kofi Atakakra Kusi. He is the Deputy Head of Corporate Affairs at the Ghana Tourism Authority. Welcome, Kofi.
Thank you, my brother.
I know you have been very busy this past week.
Very, very busy.
Kwewu Easter has been a great success.
Absolutely.
And how did it go? How did you prepare? How did you plan? How did you manage to bring all the pilots and all of them?
I won't cut you up. It's about product development, right? Kwewu Easter has been developed over time, and this is a time for us to reap the benefit out of it. Before I continue, let me give a big greetings to the Honorable Minister for Tourism, Honorable Dr. Ibrahim Awar Mohammed, and his Deputy, Honorable Mark Okrikumante. I'm not forgetting my Chief Executive, Mr. Akwesi Ajiman, and the currently appointed Board Chairman of the Ghana Tourism Authority, Honorable Seth Ejeba. You see, Kwewu has been a test case as we moved swiftly from COVID restrictions. As the President, His Excellency the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, lifted the restrictions just about a month or 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, you realize that we launched the Kwewu Easter celebrations sometime on the 16th of March. And since that time, the euphoria has been of a kind. Bro, you see, what has been the case is that we have been very much particular about domestic tourism, trying to improve our domestic setting. When COVID struck, you do recall that the global community, we could not travel to anyone's country. So obviously, what it means is that we have to do our own well. In the account balance, they say, so we are to make sure that ours has been made proper before looking at the other countries and all that. So basically what the authority does is to market the country domestically and internationally. So if you look at Kwahu, as in Kwahu Easter celebrations, it's been back to back. We had a number of activities and events that took place there. If you look at the events and activities, one has to do mainly the paragliding festival, which of course brings a lot of diasporans and people of African descent into the country, and then international tourists from all over the globe. They are all here. Also, we have musical concerts, we have pool parties, we have a lot of activities took place. You have carnivals, street carnivals, masquerade festival, and all that.
We saw all of them because
Yes.
we are doing so well with communication.
Absolutely.
But how long did it take you to plan the Kwahu Easter Festival?
Yes, as a matter of fact, like I said, it's about product development. So even in the time of the restrictions, the authority under the leadership of Mr. Kwesi Agyeman was working assiduously behind the scenes, making sure that we were cementing all the loose holes in order to make sure that we get a clear picture of how it will look like. So our marketing actually started in the time of COVID. During the restrictions, we were working assiduously behind the scenes. Of course, what the authority has a research department, and the research department way back sometime last year even undertook what we call a farm tour to Kwahu and its environs in order to do a farm tour of the entire enclave. So that is exactly what we did, and this is the results.
Did you have any data as to the number of people who were present at Kwahu?
Good. This is a very good question. Let me commend you for this. Research is very key to any industry. Like it is, the Ghana Tourism Authority has been very strong when it comes to our research. So we have a whole directorate in charge of research. Our research department was stationed in Kwahu during the festivities. They have always been there. So always we generate a tourism report that gives you a report of what our event and activities was like. But of course, you know that we just came from Kwahu. So the research department is still working assiduously in order to generate the needed reports so that we could be able to feed the teeming public. And in as much as that be the case, of course, the Honorable Minister has indicated, Honorable Dr. Ibrahim Awar Mohammed had indicated early on that we are looking at raking in close to about annually, we are looking at raking in close to about $2.3 billion into the economy.
$2.3 billion annually.
Annually.
An estimate.
In estimate.
Okay. So is Kwahu Easter going to be a regular event? I know Easter is annual. However, the other activities like the paragliding and then the others, which are done annually during Easter period, there are so many calls for it to be done, regularly, like maybe every month there should be something around paragliding. Is this something you're going to consider? Have you thought about it?
Good, my brother. You've asked a very good question once again. I think I must commend GhanaWeb for your line of questions. It's very good. The CEO, my CEO had indicated early on during interviews with the media, he had indicated that because we are trying to entrench our domestic setting in terms of our domestic tourism, trying to improve our domestic tourism, what the Ghana Tourism Authority will be doing is that as part of the pilots, obviously let me say this again, the pilot, we had pilots from Peru, Switzerland, USA, and then Germany, and then there was one Ghanaian pilot. What the authority is doing moving forward is to get a number of Ghanaian pilots to fly so that we would not depend on the white man. I am a Pan-Africanist personally, and I believe in we making our own better. In making our own better, we do not need the white man to be there for us. We have to develop our own. That is why Jonathan used to be a solo pilot.
So Jonathan is a Ghanaian pilot?
He's a Ghanaian pilot.
Okay.
Jonathan
He was the only Ghanaian one?
The only Ghanaian
Jonathan
pilot.
Quay.
Jonathan Quay.
Okay.
He's a solo pilot. And then the others are, and then there are others who are also tandem pilots. What it means is that when someone is a solo pilot, the person flies alone.
Okay.
Then you graduate to become a tandem pilot. Fortunately enough, now Jonathan Quay is a tandem pilot. For years, he's been a solo pilot. He was training, and by the grace of God, he's now a tandem pilot. There is a certifying agency that looks at paragliders. So
in Ghana?
Yes, not in Ghana,
okay,
but outside there.
Or was he training under the auspices of the Ghana Tourism Authority, or he was independent?
Yes, we were part of the push.
Okay.
Yes, the Tourism Authority was part of the push. The Ministry of Tourism also part of the push. So that is why the Chief Executive had indicated, Mr. Kwesi Agyeman had indicated that moving forward, the Tourism Authority is looking at having local pilots, local content. Local content is very important in order to improve our tourism industry. So we are also looking at private investors coming in to invest in the paragliding sport as an aviation sport and other various events and activities that we have in the country.
So are there any other Ghanaian pilots under training, tandem pilots?
As at the moment, there are others who are also undergoing training, as CEO had indicated. But at the right time, we're going to make it public for Ghanaians to know exactly who they are, what they are, and then also we are trying to. There's a training pitch that is being looked at in the near future, so that they could have that uniform training.
So until we get a number of Ghanaian pilots, we can't have paragliding every month or any other time.
Good. So that is our target.
Okay.
Our target is that once we have the local pilots, obviously we are expected to fly each, maybe every holiday. Yeah, maybe Independence Day. My brother, you go with your family and then your daughter or son wants to fly. Why not? Yeah. So they would have to probably do some bookings beforehand, before getting there. Then they go through the process and then paraglide. So we are looking at each over the year round. Over the year round, we should be able to have paragliding.
So let's talk about domestic tourism. Now we've seen the Accra City Tour. Is there a Kumasi City Tour?
Yes, that will be coming.
That will be coming. So it's just Accra for now.
Accra City Tour.
And I see a lot of people showing excitement and joining the tours and all of that. How did that idea come up? Good,
my brother. Thank you. You've asked a very good question. You see, tourism is a private sector driven sector. What it is that we as an authority, we are to engage our private sector strongly in order for them to be on board. They coming on board, they bring a lot of ideas, a lot of things that they bring on board. For example, in bringing up about the idea of the Accra City Tour, we had to engage our private sector, which of course we call them the Ghana Tourism Federation, GHATOF. Okay. We call them Ghana Tourism Federation, GHATOF, GHATOF, GHATOF. So what GHATOF does is that it has umbrella associations. Okay. It has trade associations under it. So GHATOF is the umbrella body, and you have the association, trade associations. The trade associations include the Tour Operators Union of Ghana, the Car Renters Association of Ghana, the Ghana Hotels Association, you have the Tour Guides Association, you have the Kids in Tourism, you have the Tourism Society of Ghana. So all these Cow Club, all these associations, about 33 associations under the private sector, our tourism private sector. We call them the tourism value chain. Okay. So they are specifically those who make sure that the engine of the tourism industry runs. How do we run? The tour operator is more or less a segregator. They segregate their activities. If I say the tour operator segregates its activities, what it does is that if the tour operator picks up a tour from, for example, the airport, okay, obviously the tourist is going to sleep, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So the hotels would have their share. Do you get it? the tour guide will come in. The tour guide would have to give how do we call it, directions. This is Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum. This is that. This is that. This is Brick Gardens. This is what it is. This is what it is. So each and everyone, the car renter will bring their cars. Do you understand? So it means that at any point in time when the tour operator moves, he moves with some part of the tourism value chain. So the Ghana Hotels Association comes in, the car rentals comes in, the tour guides comes in. If they are kids, the kids in tourism comes in. If they are the youth, we have the Tourism Society of Ghana. So it is a whole gamut in itself.
So the Accra City Tour is a private, it's a private idea, basically, from the private sector.
Good. It is something that, I must say that it is more or less a PPP thing, public-private partnership, which of course the Tourism Authority is leading the face. You know, in recent times we've had about 2 public-private partnership forums which are taking place. What we do is to engage our private sector more often, so that our private sector is the engine of our sector. So we engage them more often, more especially as part of the Accra City Tour. We have the Tour Operators Union. We have an MOU with the Tour Operators Union of Ghana, which of course the tours are expected to also extend to the various regions. Like you mentioned, is Kumasi going to get their share? Moving on, in the near future, we are expecting to have this tour also move to the various regions of the country.
So it costs about, is it 60 cedis or 80 cedis to have a tour for an adult?
Yes.
And then for a child, it's about 35 or
Absolutely.
so, and then 20 for students or something
Absolutely.
like that.
Absolutely.
I think that's the cheapest tour anyone can get, the cheapest, because from there, if you want to go to Akosombo, you can't have anything less than 300 cedis.
That's it.
Is the authority looking at the cost, the price of some of these tours that people have to embark on? Because we want to promote domestic tourism as well.
Good, bro. As a matter of fact, the tour operators, in as much as we signed the MOU, let me put it across before I go on to that. This domestic tourism campaign, which we call Experience Ghana, Share Ghana campaign, the campaign was launched by His Excellency on the 1st of June in 2020, in 2021. And since it was launched, we've had an increase in our domestic tourism. If initially during the time of COVID, in 2019, before COVID, we had a boom in domestic tourism, about 600,000, right? And then in 2020, 2021, we had limited numbers. It came down to 200,000 and 300,000. Now we are climbing steadily to at par with the 600,000 that we had in 2019. So we can confidently say that since we launched the Experience Ghana, Share Ghana domestic tourism campaign as part of our See Ghana, Eat Ghana, and Wear Ghana, Feel Ghana campaign, we have seen significant boost in our domestic tourism. Let me come back to your question. What the authority has done is that as part of the MOU with the Tour Operators Union of Ghana, we have been able to get them to be able to have packages, rebate packages. I wish the tour operators were here to give their view on this, so that you can have their view also in respect of what they have done with the Hotels Association also. Now, the various tourism value chain are speaking with each other, are having a stakeholders conference, a stakeholders forum, where the tour guides are involved, the Hotels Association are involved, the GTA is involved, the travel agents are involved, the tour operators are involved, the tour guides. So all of us are involved. What it means is that we have been able to come to a conclusion where rebates for various tours have been given. Let's say let's say a tour guide is picking a tour to Akosombo, like you mentioned. Maybe it cost about, let's say, 100 Ghana. Okay. Because of the discussions, it will probably drop to 50 Ghana or even 40 Ghana. Do you get it? Yes. So these are the discussions that have gone on and are still ongoing with the Hotels Association, the tour operators, the tour guides, and a host of our tourism value chain. So in order for Ghanaians to have a holistic experience of our domestic tourism, these are some of the measures that have been put in place by the ministry and the Ghana Tourism Authority?
It needs to go down because the country is hard.
Very well.
And people must go out there and see what we have in the country.
Absolutely,
We'll
bro.
soon talk about toilets on our roads.
Yeah.
Because when you're going for tourism, definitely you need toilets on the road. And it's hard to find them. But I'm sure you tell us something about that. We'll be right back after this break. This is the Lowdown on GhanaWeb TV. Welcome back from the break. This is the Lowdown on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Ismail Akwe. Our guest is Kofi Atakakra Kusi. He is the Deputy Head of Corporate Affairs at the Ghana Tourism Authority. We're talking about Kwewu Easter, we're talking about domestic tourism. But before we even talk about the public toilets on our roads, let's just go a little bit back to the Kwewu Easter celebration that was just held. What were some of the challenges that you faced as an authority?
Good. We had a very successful event, and I would say that one of our major challenge, of course, it's been a major challenge, because if I say a major challenge, what I mean is that we had close to about over 400 people registering to fly the paragliding. A lot of people registered because a lot of thinking, a lot of marketing, a lot of PR went into we expecting people to come and register to fly. And the major challenge had to do with the weather.
Okay.
You do recall when I was giving my submissions, I indicated that we have various local organizing committees that we work with. We worked with the Kwewu East, Kwewu West, Kwewu South district assemblies. We worked also with the Ministry of Health, the Ghana Health Service, the military service, the police service, the Ghana Meteorological Services. So one major challenge at the paragliding site was the weather. The weather was not favorable at all. So you could see that the numbers that we were able to fly dropped. We flew close to about 194 flights, and then out of the 194 we had 188 tandem pilots and then flying, and then 6 solo pilots. We were expecting to fly almost everyone, but that notwithstanding, what the authority has put in place is that, we have this corporate paragliding festival which we usually do in September. September is usually the tourism month. So in September, our chief executive has indicated that corporate paragliding festival would be held, and that those who couldn't fly obviously would have the opportunity to fly. So our major challenge had to do
with refunds.
What is happening is that we are having a post-mortem. Obviously their monies are not locked up. Okay. They are still with us. And that would we are still having a post-mortem, and that's post-mortem we would know how to communicate back to the revelers.
Some of them are not from here.
Yes,
some they would be leaving. So
exactly, my brother. And one thing also is that because Ghana has been sold out there so well. You do recall when the president visited London, there was a launch of Destination Ghana. Yeah. That launch is to showcase Ghana back to the world after the restrictions have been lifted. And what it means is that Ghana is absolutely ready, open and ready to receive our foreigners, our tourists, people of African descent, our diasporans. So, bro, if you asked with the question where you are saying that some would have to go and come back, of course, we have sold Ghana to the world to understand that they even want to go and come back again. Yes. So, in as much as they have not been able to fly, they would want to go back, go and come back. Already they were here, they have experienced our culture, our heritage, our adventure, our history, our customs, our traditions, and as part of that, they have been able to inculcate themselves in the Ghanaian setting as part of our Experience Ghana, Share Ghana agenda. So obviously, they even want to come back. So they will definitely come back for the Corporate Paragliding Festival.
And the other challenges?
Yes, the other challenges had to do with the various events that went on. Those I would say were not challenges, but they were goodwill. We had a number of people at the various events and activities that took place, and that also there were the various tourist sites and attractions. The other challenges also had to do with the tourist sites and attractions. Of course, some of these tourist sites and attractions are the Tourism Authority and the Ministry is looking at bringing them to that global standard. Yes, there are various tourist sites and attractions in the Kwewu Enclave. So in 2019, there was an LI 2393, which was passed by Parliament, Tourist Sites and Attractions Regulations. And that regulations is giving the Tourism Authority a lot of support in order to be able to regulate the activities at the tourist sites and attractions. So you look at the paragliding site, the road to the center was being fixed. As we were there, you could see that the road was still under construction. Those are some of the challenges. But of course, it wasn't too much of a challenge because it was easily motorable. Some of the tourist sites also had some challenges with the roads, which are also being fixed. Some of them would also have been earmarked to be fixed as part of the LI 2393 tourist sites and attraction regulations.
Was that an overflow at Akwewu?
Bro, there was a huge overflow.
Is there any possibility of managing the number of people who could attend such a festival if indeed we can't take in everybody?
Indeed, we can take. We are possible to take almost everyone. All the hotels were full, brother. Yeah. Yes, all the hotels, the guest houses, there were a lot of people, and the traffic. Let me commend the Ghana Police Service. Right. We thought it would have been a challenge, but Dr. Dampare and his men really were up to the game. Yes, you could see the traffic flow was just so excellent. You could see how they brought a certain motorcycle, which of course they call it police visibility. Yeah. It was really on point, advantage point, making sure that traffic flow was really on point. So let me commend once again the police administration for the support to the industry. And the tourism industry is a multi-sectoral industry, and we cut across various sectors of the economy. So the security services, the meteorological services, the health services, the military service, all of them did a great job, and it minimized some of the challenges that we thought could have been the case. For example, hitherto, at some point in time, some of the hotels also had some challenges, right? But in recent times when we went, we didn't find those challenges there. Like some of the hotels were not keeping their places well, but we sensitized them for them to make sure that we made them aware of the fact that because of the advent of COVID, we have to be very careful and ensure that the right things are done at the various hotels and various tourism establishments in order for us to have a holistic celebration. So, bro, if you asked, it was a very wonderful experience.
Security was good?
Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah. So now let's go back to our domestic tourism discussion, where there's distance between some tourist sites and also some towns. So let's say someone from Accra wants to go to maybe the central part of Ghana, Ashanti region. You can count the number of washrooms you could use on the roads. And we had an interview with the MPA, and they are saying it's under their jurisdiction to make sure that every fuel station has a washroom because it's mandatory per law. However, we still have inadequate washrooms. Is this something that's of concern to the authority?
Yes, you see, sanitation is very key, right? You do not expect that people would do anything anyhow across the routes as they are applying as people ply the roads, we don't expect them to do anything anyhow. So what the authority has done is that the authority, there is a multi-sectorial committee, right, which we call, there is also an interministerial committee where we have the various top men deal at that level. So this has come to our information, and it has been relayed to the committee. The committee is working assiduously on it. I'm happy that you mentioned NP. I do recall during the time of Tampuli, Hassan Tampuli, Honorable Hassan Tampuli, he's now the MP for Gushegu. I do recall during his time we had an extensive meeting on that, because we've realized that when tours are moving to various tourist sites and attractions, they usually stop at the filling stations. So we had more or less multi-sectorial committee meeting where the NPO was also involved, and then we made sure that our grievances are known, and then also the authority is also looking at how to push the tourism development fund. You know, we have a tourism development fund which is paid 1% from all the patrons who visit the various tourism establishments. So the authority is also looking at also pushing more in terms of looking at the washrooms along the roads to the various tourist sites and attractions, and also the tourism establishments.
Now, when we come to the tour companies or some of the tour organizations that we have, are they all regulated? And are they supposed to be regulated or licensed by the Tourism Authority?
Thank you. That's a very good question. Good. That is where the Tourism Authority's work comes to fore. We are mandated by law to register tourism establishment. If I say we are mandated by law to register this establishment, what it means is that the tour operators are licensed by the Ghana Tourism Authority, the hotels are licensed by us, the travel and tour agencies, the pubs, the restaurants. What is it is that the Ghana Tourism Authority has a whole directorate. We call it Standards and Quality Assurance Department. The department ensures that all these tourism value chain establishments are registered and licensed by the authority. That is why if the authority wants to embark on a city tour, we will deal with the tour operators. The tour operators are all licensed by the authority. So on this note, I would urge all travel and tour agencies and tour operators to register also with the authority, and also register with the tour operators in order to make sure that your activities are regulated accordingly. Anytime you go by the laid down rules and procedures, your activities obviously are regulated appropriately. So like you asked, we make sure that we regulate all these tourism establishments.
So are we talking about all hotels, all of them, or there are some specific or particular hotels that are supposed to be getting licenses from the authority?
All hotels are expected to be licensed by the authority. Obviously, we have some recalcitrant ones who are in there. Of course, we call on them to come to the authority. As a matter of fact, we have regional offices across the length and breadth of this country. So if you go to Western Region, we have a Western Regional Manager there. You can go there, and then you would have access to the office and then register. So all hotels from 1-star to 5-star, everybody, and then guest houses.
Okay.
And then we have some motels. The motels are along the road. Yeah, so all of them are expected to register and then be licensed by the authority. If you are not licensed by the authority has the mandate to close you down appropriately.
Have you gone after anyone before?
Yes, we have. Even in Kwahu, a lot happened there. A week before the Kwahu Easter Paragliding Festival, and a week before the Easter celebrations in there, what the authority did was that our Eastern Regional Manager, Frederick A.J. Rudolph, had to visit various hotels across the length and breadth of Kwahu and the Eastern region. A lot of hotels were closed down.
Closed down?
Yes, they were closed down outrightly. Why were they closed down? Some were not adhering to the rules and regulations and the standards that have been set by the authority. Yes. So, and any time when the authority embarks on these, we call it enforcement exercise. When the authority embarks on the enforcement exercise, what happens is that we always ensure that the right things are done. So we embark on it with the Ghana Police Service. They are always with us in order to ensure safety and security.
You mentioned pubs and also bars. Are they also supposed to?
They are all under the Ghana Tourism Authority. Yes.
And they are all mandated.
They are
all
all
of
mandated.
Them?
Yes.
There are so many of them in every corner.
Exactly, my brother. So, my brother, when you go to any pub, when you go to any hotel, look out for the Ghana Tourism Authority line signs before probably you sleep there, so that just in case something happens, if something happens and they are not registered, then you are in your own hands. Do you get it? So a couple of times we've had reports where issues or activities have gone on within hotels, and the first thing the police would ask is that, do you have a Ghana Tourism Authority license? If you don't have, then you have really faulted the law. Yeah. So that's it, bro. And even in Kwahu, we have this Kwahu Easter travel guide. What we did was that most of the licensed hotels are in this guide. So if you are not, some of them who are not registered are not here. And this guide gives you a whole lot of activities that went on, whatever went on in Kwahu is all in the guide. I think I'll leave this copy with you, my brother.
Thank you very much.
So
this is quite very nice copy. Is it going to be in every hotel? Is it going to be in our flights?
Good.
Where can we find them?
Good. What is it is that a lot were given out in Kwahu, and then we are trying as much as possible to print a lot more copies for the various institutions. A lot were sent to the hotels in Kwahu, a lot were sent to the pubs, the car rentals, travel and tour agencies, and then even revelers ranging from Obomin to Mprayaso to Etibie to Abetifi and all environment within Kwahu.
What's the next festival, the next big one that's coming up?
Good. The next one is Panafest Emancipation Day celebrations, and that is where our we appreciate our heritage as a people. It has to do with the slave trade movement. The slave movement that went on. I told you early on that I'm a Pan-Africanist, so I believe in the Pan-African experience, and it has to do also with the fact that we try to connect with our roots. We try to connect with our ancestors for them to, for us to feel part of the history. Marcus Garvey makes a statement that people without a history probably are not worth dying for, isn't it? Good. If you do not have a history, then you are not existent. So we need to entrench our history as a people. If I say we need to entrench our history as a people, what I mean is this. The Ghana Tourism Authority, during the year of return, one of our main selling point had to do, during the year of return, had to do with our heritage sites. And the year of return was tied to the slave trade movement. So you see that our heritage as a people is very important. And it is one selling point which really gives Ghana it gave Ghana the international recognition out there.
So what's the authority going to do during the Emancipation Day? Is there going to be any surprises for us? Is there anything special?
Yes, usually during the Emancipation Day, what the authority does is that we have visits to Asen Manso, Asen Praso, those river, those places where the slaves were taken to, and then that is where they had their last bath before they were transported outside there. As a matter of fact, during the year of return really is in 1619, about 400 years, when our ancestors were picked up from Jamestown in Accra here to Jamestown in Virginia. Right. So there is Jamestown also in Virginia, in USA. So it connects with the Panafest emancipation thing. So this year we are also trying as much as possible to make it big. Why would we say that we are trying as much as possible to make it big? You know, His Excellency the President has launched Destination Ghana in UK, and it dovetails into the year of return, and the follow-up, which is the Beyond the Return. Beyond the Return has about 7 pillars, which of course we are focusing on the pillars, and one has.
And our guest is